Hello, and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So just want to start on the daily time frame just to show that this is still an overall bullish chart, that we completed a larger degree fourth wave in June 22, and we're now moving up in what I consider an ending diagonal. The bullish impulsive structure was invalidated recently, so Ether has lost, in my view, its impulsive potential recently. Well, not in my view. I mean, that is the case. You know, we broke down too low really for an upside impulse. However, it could still form this diagonal pattern in white, or maybe even an Elliott wave triangle as per the yellow count, in which, however, we would see much more sideways action, which is not bad. It would just mean that the real run for Ether gets delayed a bit. That would be frustrating, but it might just mean it's going to be delayed a bit. Maybe could even run after Bitcoin, after Bitcoin completed the bull market. I mean, that's sort of a bit speculative, but it would need to, give us more downside for that, and then a lower high and so on. It's just the potential there to watch. What I'm focusing on primarily is this diagonal pattern to the upside. 1, 2. Ideally, the third wave is still unfolding, then another 4, 5. That's pretty much in line with Bitcoin as well. So like one more high, one more higher low, like a massive wave 4, and then maybe one more final push to all-time highs, which would also be in an A, B, C structure, so it would be pretty choppy. Yeah, and that's sort of the overall daily chart. At the moment, I'm watching if the price can generate a reversal from the current support region. So this here, okay, so the bottoming structure isn't the greatest, I have to say that, and also there is not really much upside momentum, at least not yet. But the price is trying to break above the first micro resistance level, so it could be an interesting week. I can only say there is a potential that a 1-2 setup is forming here. So let me actually think about it. Yeah, so what we are watching for is potentially here a first 1-2 setup, and then we could be working on this diagonal pattern. Okay, so that is a potential I'm looking at. It's just that, and that could fill in the fifth wave. And it is just that I don't really see the upside momentum I want to see in this diagonal pattern. In this case, the fourth wave already bottomed, and this was a 1-2. And we're now working like on an A, B, C of wave 3. And then there would be a 4, 5, and maybe that could even be it for this larger degree third, okay? To keep this wave count alive, I mean, if you want to focus on that potential, it's important that the 14th of May low is holding. And okay, below that level, there's one more level, obviously here, the 13th of April low at 2,777. And if that's the case, yeah, I mean, it should take us minimally above $4,100. So pretty good reward to risk ratio. And however, it just doesn't give me that upside momentum that I want to see in this scenario. Now, the first signal that this diagonal pattern is unfolding and not a lower wave 4, which is also easily possible, yeah. Therefore, we can just add here, for example, it's like an invalidation line for the white count. And below that level, it's going to go down further because this bullish potential is going to be invalidated already now. I don't see it as, objectively, I don't see it as very likely. However, I recognize that Ether is trying to break above resistance, also trying to avoid coming down. So there is definitely the potential for it. I just need to see a signal first, like a break above initial resistance. I think there's a good chance to turn around here. It's just that when looking at it objectively, there is not really the clear setup for it. And don't forget, we are all here focusing on markets which are probabilistic. So sometimes even the messy pathway might work out, especially in a fifth wave, which we know this is. So we have to be extra cautious because fifth waves sometimes start with real messy structures. And this is the detailed wave count where we can say, okay, it's possible that the fourth wave bottomed here. So actually need to highlight that here in yellow, fourth wave. And then this here would be a wave 1, wave 2, and then an A, B, C. The third wave should reach 3,582. Then there should be a fourth and a fifth. We would need to see they can even extend. So what I'm not sure about is this 5 waves move like the entire fifth wave, probably not. It might just be like the first wave of that fifth or something. We'll see how it fills in and how the extensions are looking like. For now, I gave you an invalidation point, and the initial resistance level is at 3,141. So if we break above it, it at least increases upside momentum, and there's a better chance to get to that area up there. And if it then reaches the first ideal target for the third at 3,582, we can add a support zone for the fourth, and then we can look for the fifth to reach maybe 3,700 or so. Yeah, that's sort of what I'm watching currently for ETH. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.